India has always condemned the oppressive use of violence on civilian populations, regardless of who commits it. In the past also, New Delhi has expressed concern that very little is done to strengthen national and societal capacities of protection, while emphasizing that the protection of civilians in the conflicts is a primary responsibility of national governments. India recently in UN Security Council gave suggestions to strengthen peacekeeping missions. We'll take a look. The world today is witnessing vicious cycles of violence with political, ideological, ethnic, religious and criminal motivations. The outbreaks in different parts of the globe have served as grim reminders of the international community's lack of meaningful progress to uphold their commitments to protect civilians in armed conflict. The deliberate targeting and collateral impact of conflicts on civilians results in long-term negative consequences for whole communities. Hence, the international community must meaningfully advance the protection of civilians, starting with a recommitment to the critical dictum of do no harm. Recently, at a UN Security Council debate on protection of civilians in armed conflicts, New Delhi highlighted that the onus of responsibility of protecting the civilians lies fundamentally with national governments.
It is indeed disconcerting that civilians continue to be the primary victims of armed conflict. There can be no substitute for national efforts in creating an environment where civilians are secure. While peacekeepers implementing Security Council mandates and humanitarian organizations delivering much-needed aid have an important role to play, the onus of responsibility for protecting civilians lies fundamentally with national governments. We cannot ignore the adverse impact of terror attacks in today's debate on protection of civilians. Terrorists and terror entities have significantly enhanced their capabilities by gaining access to new and emerging technologies, which present us with new threats, including for civilian populations.
Today, tens of thousands of young peacekeepers are deployed around the world and play a major role in helping the missions implement the mandated activities, including the protection of civilians. However, the ever-expanding mandates of peacekeeping missions with limited resources has added to the challenges and complexities that peacekeepers face on the ground. These challenges are compounded further by the increasing use of improvised explosive devices by terrorists and armed groups. Underlining the role of technology in the safety of UN peacekeepers, India has told the world body's top organ that plans are afoot to launch a mobile tech platform in August this year that will provide terrain-related information to the peacekeepers in the line of duty. Addressing the UN Security Council open debate on United Nations peacekeeping operations, improving safety and security of peacekeepers, Deputy Permanent Representative of India to UN, K. Nagaraj Naidu, said that India, along with other UN departments, has been working towards developing a mobile tech platform, Unite Aware, that helps increase situational awareness.
Use of field-focused, reliable and cost-effective new technologies in peacekeeping operations that are driven by practical needs of end users on the ground is the need of the hour. I'm happy to announce the Council that India, in partnership with the Department of Peacekeeping Operations and the Department of Operational Support, has been working towards developing a mobile tech platform, the Unite Aware, that helps increase situational awareness and provides terrain-related information to peacekeepers. We have already contributed $1.64 million towards this project and hope to launch it during our August presidency later this year.
India, as a leading contributor to UN peacekeeping operations, has also paid the price for peacekeeping in terms of casualties. Hence, in the UN Security Council, India has given a few suggestions to strengthen peacekeeping, which involve pointing out that peacekeeping missions cannot be a long-term response to what are fundamentally political problems. The Security Council now needs to authorize carefully thought-out mandates to peacekeepers in close consultation with group contributing countries, since the protection of peacekeepers is as important as the protection of civilians.